what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Homeroom. This time we talking about detention. And on our Instagram page, make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. Or actually, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But make sure y'all go follow our Instagram page and keep up with all the things we got. We got giveaways, do ask questions. And now we're going to always ask y'all who y'all think should be in detention.
And that'll be down below in the description.
Yeah. So we had 4 options. We had a Gorilla Glue Lady, had Uzi, we had Harry, and then we had one more. I can't remember who it was.
I can't either.
Dang. Alzheimer's. We're getting old. But at the end of the day, the winner was... yeah! Oh, you right. This man.
What's wrong with
I did not even let them know what was going on. Dude, at least
You gonna be mad at me if I draw on you?
Oh, you good? You good?
You gotta get the full picture.
Hey, bro, I might need this, bro. He might have been up to something with this, bro.
You gotta get the full picture, bro. You feel me?
You gotta
get the full picture on there, bro.
The blood, right? The blood.
You feel me, bro? You gotta get the full thing on there.
Look,
That's what he
man.
was looking like.
Look,
boy.
bro. Look, bro. Who want to talk about it?
As a healthcare professional, I don't know who said yes to that surgery, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously for money.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a shame. As a man who has friends who I believe, and I think I have very good friends, what were his friends thinking? Mm. You got it. You need friends. You don't need yes men or yes women. You need friends in your life. Because yes men and yes women allowed that to happen. Friends would have said, I can't even say what I want to say. Friends would have been like, no, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. So, that's all I got to say.
$4 million diamond, right? Bro.
$24 million.
$24 million. I really got nothing to say. None of it. I mean, I'm not trying to, because he has a following. He's cool, I don't listen to Uzi like that. This is the reason why I don't listen to this man. Okay, it's wild. $24 million, bro. I don't even think all rappers can have made $24 million. Like some of the big rappers.
He was paying it off. Like it's not like he was able to just walk in there and say, "Here's $24 million." He had mentioned that he had been paying it off for like 4 years.
Yeah. To come to this moment to do something and remove
that
it.
means 4 years he was thinking about this and nobody stopped him. 365 days in a year. With an extra day, because it was a leap year for 4 years. All that time. What's the math on that? I don't even know.
Well, the math is too much. That's all the money.
There's too many days.
It's, again, I'm not going to judge another person's decision because I have no place to judge.
Yeah.
But I wholeheartedly agree with Bryce. That's what friends are for. And again, maybe he did have friends who told him that was a good idea. And that's an interesting situation.
Very.
I just know if a friend came in and walked up to me and said, "Hey, brother, thinking about putting a diamond in my head. What are your thoughts?" I said, "There's already a diamond in your head, brother. It's called your brain. Priceless." It was a cornball.
Well, obviously there wasn't one in his
at all
because his was not working.
But again, what I will say though is people will do. Again, that's a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah, he's a rock star.
If that made sense, then I can't imagine. And I'm sure that probably increased streams. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there were other reasons behind it, and that's I think the biggest point for me besides the friend piece, and it's that when you get to a certain level, you do interesting things to get things done.
I mean, there's a level where you can have face tattoos and you're a rock star. Like there's superstars, but there's a certain point where you're really good and I call you a rock star. Like you can do anything you want, but only you people like you can do it. Like Kanye, I think he took all his bottom teeth and they're all diamonds and like if you check, like it's just like things only a rock star can do. It's just like it's crazy. It's like I think Kanye's on is a little bit more double. Like I bet you if you see him in person, probably like, damn, okay. Mm-hmm. But the diamond, bro.
But thankfully he was able to get it removed.
Right.
Because he was talking about So I'm glad that he was able to. I don't know if he came to his senses or I don't know if he just realized, okay, I'm gonna die and I need to get this fixed. So what are you listening to in your head right now?
I'm listening to 24 minutes or 24. That's the name of the song. 24 minutes. If I think about 24 minutes, I think about
Yeah.
But I don't really know the songs. I'm trying to think about a song that he is, but
So yeah, Uzi,
Uzi,
you can afford a $24 million diamond, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can afford to wear this for a little bit. So.
and it'll be more comfortable with that not touching you. So then who we want to get to next is the Gold Star we started incorporated once again, we want to go back and thank Rebecca, our first Gold Star,
Yeah.
for these mics. We've been using these mics.
Yes.
They've been great. We thank you so much. Like, we're
Thank
very
you.
appreciative.
Thank you.
And we had to have a special guest for the first time we popped these bad boys out. So for our next Gold Star, I wanted to give it to Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman is a wide receiver for the New England Patriots. He was even a Super Bowl MVP, I think, when they won last time. Julian Edelman, he had seen the comments. He had seen the comment that
Meyers Leonard
made while playing video games. On
Yep, he was online. He was online
Online,
playing video games and
playing-
used an anti-Semitic slur towards another player.
Yeah.
And people got wind of it. He's been disciplined. I want to say he was suspended for like a week. I think
Yeah.
Miami Heat suspended him for a week from like 10 activities and from the facility and stuff like that. But Edelman, while a lot of people were giving him hell and really, essentially, cancel culture.
Cancel
We're pretty
culture.
much starting to cancel him. What did Julian Edelman do?
So Julian Edelman, he went to Instagram. We'll show the post on the video, but like he went pretty much did an open letter to Meyers Leonard and just pretty much told him like he could see he pretty much thinks that he did it out of ignorance, which is still as destructive as doing like intentionally. But he just gave him an open space where he could hopefully meet him one day in Miami because Meyers Leonard plays for Miami Heat, and Julian Edelman said he's in Miami fairly enough, so that he wants to do like a Shabbat dinner with him and just enlighten him on what that means and the culture. And I think we give him the gold star because, like we said, we're in this cancel culture where when you make one mistake, we just want to throw you out, kick you to the door, and not let you go. And honestly, that creates a problem because sometimes those people are just like waddling in their embarrassment, in their failure, that worse can come out of it. But I just love that he gave him a chance to intervene with him so they can have a chance to make better and move on to a better place. So I think that was just huge. And Edelman is Jewish, but if we put it on the Jesus side of things, Jesus, when he was on earth, he came to not save the saved or like hang out with the saved. He came to speak with those who needed to be saved. And that's what we need to be doing. We're not supposed to be canceling people. We're supposed to be intervening with those who don't think like us or who don't like us and try to find ways where we can all be brothers and sisters together. So Julian Edelman, I think that was just a huge plus. And I think that there are certain ways that everyone can learn from that, honestly. Like, there was times where, honestly, I'm gonna say my opinion. I think some of y'all, if y'all can disagree, it's cool. But like when Drew Brees made that mistake, he made the mistake of pretty much saying when he was getting flack for what he was saying during the time with the flag and everything. But everybody was bashing him. I think there was a time where we could have talked to Drew Brees because he seemed very sincere in his apology, and people could have just learned and talked to him. But I just like how Julian Edelman took it, and I think that was just great stuff.
You got any thoughts?
Yeah, I think that cancel culture definitely doesn't solve the problem that a lot of people who aid in that culture say that it's trying to solve, and it's this idea of fixing these problems. And it's difficult to fix problems that have existed, especially in our community, for 6 centuries in 6 seconds with some kind of a cancel or no longer retweeting and following. So I definitely don't think that cancel culture is as productive as people seem. But like a lot of people, I'm also hesitant to to educate too. Just because I think that the idea of needing to provide the opportunity for someone to get educated is as if education is not accessible. And like the same books I read, you definitely have access to.
And we have a World Wide Web now.
You know what I mean? And so that's the piece that I think that's the difficult part. I think it's not the job of those who have been oppressed to educate the oppressors. And that's not a response necessarily just to that situation, but there is also an inability right now for people to move past conflict. Like conflict resolution skills, I think, are at an all-time low.
Yes.
And for some people, that means you give people new chances that, quite frankly, need to do some personal work. But then it also means that we're not giving people any kind of an opportunity to become better people who have not done things that are as atrocious as some other folks that we've given chance after chance after chance. There's a level of hypocrisy. And I think, again, in the capitalistic society, too, cancel culture makes capital. People sell records off being canceled, and some people sell records off other people being canceled, too. And so it's sick and twisted. And I think at the end of the day, I just call people to be consistent. If you're gonna cancel, have a criteria for your cancel and be consistent in why you cancel people. I feel like some folks just getting canceled one day just because it's cool, and another day someone else does something all the more atrocious, and the culture don't cancel them.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't subscribe. It's too inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many examples we can show with that. I mean, even in politics and stuff like that. Where like one day we weren't rocking with somebody, but then when they get elected, oh, this person made history, so we don't like. I remember yesterday you just canceled them, so it's just like you have to really think for yourself and really make your own decisions. And I also understand what you're saying, like it's not our job to teach, and that's definitely true. And that's why we need to implement that in upcoming schools. That's why it's so important to learn that, to learn about, especially whatever the biggest problems in our country. So we need to be teaching so that we don't have to keep on teaching this. I know that this situation is a little different because they don't teach about that as well. But the more we teach where you are quote unquote forced to learn it, where it's not you to yourself, then everyone will have a general knowledge and they'll know not to use that. I mean, I never even knew about the word. So that even tells you a little bit like, dang, like you had to look it up or you had to did some homework to do that, So it's just crazy. But I really applaud that man for doing that. That was dope.
For sure.
For sure. So, yeah.
Well, y'all, we want to thank y'all again for tuning into this episode of Detention. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let us know.
And Gold Star.
And Gold Star.
Yes,
I was going to say something about the Gold Star too. That's what's crazy.
Oh, bro.
Let us know if you think Lil Uzi's friends were egging him on, or if you think someone tried to stop him. And then also, it's right here. I got it. And then also, let us know how you would have reacted. Or let us know how you would react if you saw someone using a derogatory term to about your people. Would you cancel them? Would you want to educate them? Like, how far would you go? Yeah, stay tuned.
Thank you.
We good.
And also just thank Murdock for coming on again.
Yes, sir.
It's huge, and we hope to have you again in the future as well.
No, shout out to y'all for giving me the opportunity to come on here. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Literally.
Time flies.
And it quite literally does fly, especially when you're having a good time. And so I shout out to y'all for continuing to build incredible brands. Y'all are just really good brothers. And I think there's very few people who could debate that. Y'all created a really dope creative platform to continue to show how much you love the people that you care about. And I appreciate y'all for caring about me.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank
love
you
y'all
for the
brothers,
work
man,
you
for
do,
real.
brother. You just couldn't give us a big word, but that is okay.
Yeah,
Y'all are funny.
we was looking for a big word for this guy because if you go on his page and we're gonna put all this stuff down. But
So what you want?
Yeah,
He
we
was
gonna
talking
let you know.
about the most
So this man has
existential-
the biggest vocabulary, and we were waiting to do the spelling bee on this man. I don't know if you've seen our.
See,
I'm pretty sure Webster reaches out to him before they publish a new edition of the
Yeah.
dictionary.
So,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to think. I feel like I use a couple of words.
Don't worry. We're not gonna make you do anything. We'll just
Yeah,
wait
it's
till the
okay.
next person. Next time you come on, but when you use big words, you make sure you know how to spell it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I got you.
Okay.
That's what my mama taught me early.
Yeah.
Like she told me, and not to spell, but like know what your words mean before you say them. Because a lot of people use words to cover up stupidity.
Oh yeah.
And then you sound really stupid when someone's like, "So what does that mean?"
And you're like, yeah.
Most definitely.
So yeah.
Thank y'all though, for real.
Thank you,
Thank
brother.
you. We love y'all. Class dismissed.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Murdock. Make sure you like, share, subscribe the Homeroom podcast on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates, giveaways, and fantastic details. Have a great day.